Hey, what's up guys, Hades here. So, the Halloween event is here. This is an exciting time of the year. There's a bunch of free goodies to get. I hope you all had a fun time at Halloween. Sorry for the late video here, I was a little bit sick. I'm feeling a bit better, but let's jump right into this. So, the most important thing to know in this event is these milk candies kind of run everything. Now, the good thing about this event, and what I'm really excited about, is they actually give a ton of milk candies this time. You can see here 20, 25, 30, and all of these combined, I actually put it into a chart here, is 100 free. Okay, 100 free is fantastic. Now, the next important thing is we need to look at all the things we can buy. So let's look at those. In the gift party, we're looking at all the ones that cost the surprise milk candies. Now, you need to decide what kind of player you are. I'm going to give you my recommendations for efficient gameplay. If you're a cosmetic player and you really need the pumpkin lantern frame, or you really need the haunted house avatar frame, then go for it. If that's what makes you happy, go for it, because they're 10 and 30, or sorry, 10 and 20, which equals 30. So you're still gonna have 70 candies to spend. Just know that that's gonna account into your math later. So a couple of really cool things. 100 dust, really nice. Philosopher blessing, you can get up to 5. These are quite valuable for a lot of players. If you're in the first, I'd say 300 days of your account, I think these are extremely valuable. I definitely recommend them. Especially if you need philosopher stones, you're very likely to get these. Now, I'm not going to talk about the free ones because these are in fact free, but I would not, my suggestion here is do not buy these until the end of the event, because you don't want to spend these candies and then not be able to use them with the milk candies, because you need both. And that's kind of the difference of this event than most events, and this might actually make a difference in your play, because if you spend them all here, you buy all the hours and all the 30s, you might run out of these strange candies and not be able to purchase the big one. So just be mindful of that. Now, there is a chaos chest, there is a free Charles, Genghis, or Baldwin, because it only costs 80. So these are technically free, absolutely free, and then you can do the rest with gems. I recently made a video on how expensive is a hybrid march, and I was talking about some of these characters, but they're technically free in events like this. So if you don't have these and you're the very beginning of the account for new players under 100 days, absolutely pick this up. Charles is one of the best characters in the game, and Khan as well. Now, there's a new interesting feature here, is this ghost spotted avatar frame, and you can see this little pinwheel here. I want to show you what this looks like. If you go into your frames, you can actually scroll to the bottom and see it here, where it's right here, and it actually is like an animated frame. You can see the ghost, the bat, and the flapping of the wings. It's quite cool. The little flames are going. If you're into this type of thing, I would absolutely go for it. It looks amazing. You can see the difference here. And if this is something you like, then you're going to have to factor this into your spending for this event. So let's go back into the gifts. There is the selection fragments. I used to value these extremely high, but now you can see I have 200 of them. You kind of get them for free through events, and these aren't as valuable as they used to, and it costs 60, so it's going to cost you 60% of that 100, and you're only going to have 40 left. So if you want that frame, you might have to do a purchase to get this if it's something you really need. Now, if you don't have maxed artifacts, this is something to consider, because artifacts are the main boost that people are missing. If you only have a 1 or 2 star artifact, or you don't have a boosted artifact, you really need to push for this, as I find this extremely valuable. Random fragments, I personally, these are a no-go. I wouldn't touch these with a 10-foot pole. I will never be spending 30 milk candies on these. Huge waste. You get these for free in almost every event. You get them for free in the sailing. Don't touch these, it's a waste. And of course, if you have chaos, 50 moonlight for 35 is a fantastic deal. I think this is a no-brainer. Obviously, you're going to spend 35 here if you're doing chaos. Now let's break it down a little bit. So I didn't go over this, but the chaos is 360 minus the 100 free, which means you need 260 candies to purchase, which is approximately 200. It really depends if you're super efficient doing the 5, 10, 20, or if you want to go a little more aggressive with the 50s and 100s. But it's going to cost about 200, which mathematically just isn't worth it. You might as well just do the chaos wheel and then you get the artifact, because you need the artifacts anyways. So this one's kind of a bait. I wouldn't touch it. Now I put the random in red because I don't think anyone in the game, even like really low new accounts, this just isn't very good. I think it's a big waste of the 30 that you have. If you really need immortals or you want to gamble, go for it, but it's not something I would recommend. Now I put the crimson in green because for me it's a fantastic. If you're a chaos user, absolutely 35 for the crimson, really good. Now you start to see the math here. You get 100 of them. What can you buy for 100? Well, you can do immortal plus 10 dust, that's 90. You see here, if you want frame and artifact, that's 110, so you're gonna have to add a $10 purchase to get both, right? Or you can get artifact and random for 90. Again, I don't recommend that. But because I'm in a chaos situation, I want crimson. I think dust are super valuable, so that's 45, which means I have 55 available, which means I can go for the frame. Artifacts aren't as useful as they used to be. The immortal chest I don't need, and the chaos chest I don't need. So I can go crimson, dust, and I can go with the brand new animated frame. And I think this is a pretty cool way to do it. Again, each person has their own. I'm not saying you need to buy these. If you don't have chaos, don't buy crimson, right? But everyone needs dust. I personally think this is a cool event with the first moving frame. If you really need artifacts, go for artifacts. But again, it's completely up to you. I want you to play your game to the best of your ability that makes you happy and enjoy the game. But I want to give you all the details behind it so you're making informed decisions. But yeah, if you like these kind of videos where I keep you up to date on all the new events, let me know in the comments below and I'll catch you in the next one.